following my ideas about how we can further the superhero universe in this pitch corner. Well, we have the X-Men universe, which is beautiful, yeah, but okay, we talked about the A-Men, we talked about the B-Men, now we're going to talk about the Seamen. The Seamen, they have nothing to do with the ocean, with the waters, etc. They have to do with something that is liquid, but a little bit like stickier, let's say. So yes, with Seamen. So what would these superheroes do? I think their mission would be to protect those who never agreed to having semen in their mouth. So let's say a woman, a man, or whatever it is, giving pleasure to someone with a phallus, of course, because now this is a cock-centric clip. So you have a woman, a man, whatever, offering sexual pleasure. Yeah, a fellatio, like in the Latin word. They are relaxed, they are present, they are enjoying themselves, watching the pleasure they can give. Of course, and sometimes it can be empowering. But you can imagine, despite not having myself first-hand or first-mouth experience, that it's not pleasant to be performing the oral sex pleasure act and then just to suddenly receive a gush of semen in your mouth, right? No one likes that. So the superheroes, the Seamen, they would be traveling through the ether and arriving a second before that contraction that happens within the penis, which means like, okay, there's no turning back now. That's when the Seamen appear with a very agile movement and gentle. They move away the soon-to-be victim, and instead of the asshole ejaculating in her or his mouth, the seamen move away the victim, and then with a sort of martial arts movement, they make sure that the asshole's cock points at them. So he thinks he's going to come in her mouth, but because of the semen, he finds that the cock is pointing at him, and then the cum explodes on his face. It's like, luckily, if we're lucky, the surprise makes him open his mouth, and then some drops visit his tongue, and he knows what awful sensation that is. So, justice. Superheroes is about justice. In case they are late because the ether, the multiverse, and all kinds of superheroes traveling through space and time, trying to prevent crime from happening, because it is a crime. Just ejaculating in someone's mouth without consent is a crime. If they are late, the seamen would be entitled to pull their cocks out. They would be like just cartoonishly big and just loaded, and they would arrive a second later. They would comfort the victim with a whisper in the ear, and then they would shoot a load of semen, bukkake style, on the infringer. Like, okay, you did this without her consent, without his consent, so now you're gonna suffer. Like, it's like the opposite of Moses splitting the sea. This would be like the sea becoming a coming yellowy wand, like splashing on him inside of his mouth and like everything. It's like, oh yeah, now I understand what an asshole I am, and I'm sorry. And it's like, okay, but that's like the bizarre dimension of the seamen. Obviously, 99% of the times they arrive, but if ratings drop, we might consider having them bukkake them, the fuck out of them. Okay? Remember, never come in anyone's mouth without explicit consent. Or you might be visited by the seamen. You never know.